Hello, everybody. Give me a minute. I'm waiting on Instagram, trying to fix this camera. So I am broadcasting. Hello, this is Jackie. I am broadcasting on Instagram, Periscope, and on Facebook. My name is Jackie. I'm the founder and director of Route to Victory. Y'all, of course, I have a story for you all. You know, Route to Victory was created to help help you learn how to manage your help you learn how to more effectively manage your resources, to eliminate your debt. Y'all know I always say I'm the queen of saving your coin, and build self-reliance. Self-reliance is just your independence. But let's not mix the let there be light. Mix that up with not getting any help. So, of course, the story is about help. So, I'm going to tell you a story. This is a true story. So, I was at work and I was changing offices. So, I was moving some things around. And I had become so, give me 1 second. So sorry about that. Hey, Frazier, how you doing? I had to pick up something. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I was working in the office and I had became so Miss Independent. Got my own house, own cars, own this. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. That like I was literally moving stuff and dragging stuff from one place to the other, and somebody said, hey, do you need any help? I was like, no, I got it, because I was Miss Independent, right? I was Miss Independent, so I'm dragging things from one space, which was really foolish, from one space to the other. And then I finally went and grabbed something that was so heavy that I kept having to stop to drag it. Hello, thank you for joining me, Elaine. It was so heavy that I got frustrated. Like I would push and push, and it would barely move, and I kept pushing, and it would barely move. And it was like the last item that I had to move into my office. And here I was hot, I was sweaty, because here I have moved everything all by myself, Miss Independent. I'm out of breath when I need my energy and my strength the most was to move that big item. And because in the beginning of the journey or beginning of the task, I wouldn't let nobody help me. And then I actually needed help. I had a meltdown. It was really, really hard for me to ask for help, even though I needed help lifting that big item. Why am I telling you this? What does this have to do with Route to Victory? You might ask. See, I believe a lot of individuals, from the sound of my voice, they need help. They need help, and because they believe that they're grown, or they feel like, oh, I'm not being independent, or I'm not grown if I come and ask somebody to help me learn how to effectively manage my money. I am not independent if I help somebody, if I ask somebody to help me with my business concern, whatever that is. I am not independent if I ask somebody to just teach me a method how to reduce my spending, because, and it's really a foolish emotion that we experience, just like the story that I told you is an absolutely true story. And I'm telling you, I almost cried over pushing that heavy item. And then somebody said, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know why you won't let anybody help you. You don't have to do everything by yourself. That's why we're here. We're supposed to work as a team. Why don't you let somebody help you? So that's the thing I'm asking you, is why you won't seek help when you know you need help. Don't let that be a second guess. Just get the help you need, because guess what? It costs you more to not get help than it would be if you got help. Remember my story, how I was out of breath and I was sweaty, I was out of breath. It was hot. It was just hey, you on Periscope too, that's cool. It was just a rough moment. And it's all because I didn't get help in the beginning. I didn't get help in the middle of it. And I didn't get help. I didn't want help at the end because I was determined to do it myself. But you don't have to do it yourself. That's not the way we are designed. We are a people, and I do have my water. Y'all hear my voice going out. We are people who are designed or created to help one another. This is the reason why some of us have strength in certain areas and other ones don't, because we were designed to help one another. This right here, this is some good stuff. This is crystallite. We were designed to help one another, and it's foolish to go and be suffering. You standing there in a state of panic like I was in that situation because you don't want to ask for help. So why don't we want to ask for help? There is an emotional tie to it. Now for my situation, I believe that some of it came from the fact that I associate help with a symptom of poverty. And it sounds crazy, right? Like I was moving an item. How does that have anything to do with poverty? Okay, so I worked hard and I still work hard. I work hard so my family did not have to, even though I started off in public housing, that we didn't stay there. So I would work like 2 and 3 jobs and things. And made many, and I do still make sacrifices, but I would make a whole lot of other sacrifices just because I had that fear that if I didn't work hard and I didn't push as hard as I thought I needed to, that I would go back to being in poverty. Speaking of poverty, y'all, guess what? The smell of poverty is coming out. So the pre-release date is, and I still haven't drank my water. I'm gonna put it in my cup, y'all. The pre-release date is April the 15th. Y'all like this cup? It's available for sale. The pre-release date is April the 5th. No, the release date is April the 15th. So you know that The Smell of Poverty is an anthology. It was created to help empower people, to encourage people. 16 people gather together to tell their story. The stories of how they triumph past poverty. And the book is called The Smell of Poverty, but I like to say the residue of poverty. Or sometimes I like to refer to it as a symptom because, hello, Melissa, how are you doing? Sometimes I like to refer to it as a symptom of poverty. You know, when you get diagnosed, and Periscope just froze up. I don't know what's going on with Periscope, but I'm going to keep going and maybe it'll come back. But it totally just froze. And my phone froze. Anywho, let's move on. That's their loss. I don't know what's going on with Periscope. Periscope freezes sometimes. Anyway, so the 16 people share their stories of how they basically conquered poverty. Now, sometimes, I'm gonna admit, sometimes I have to remind myself. And one way to be reminded is to make sure, it's not letting me come back on Periscope either, is to make sure that you seek some help. You get you some help, get you some help, get you some help, get you some help. Because if you have a coach, your coach is supposed to be your motivator, pushing you to be your greatest. And sometimes, you know, we get too independent, and that blocks us from reaching the point where we say we want to go. Because when we say it, we don't realize that there's emotions that we have to conquer. And whether you are a man or a woman, you still have emotion. We go from place to place and we bring baggage with us. Now, what's in that bag could be all types of stuff. The things that are in the bag, I'm restarting Periscope. Hey, Periscope. Okay, so the camera froze. I'm going to continue. You all missed the portion. So anyway, there's good and bad things in our bag, right? Just like some of us have issues with our credit. And we know we need help, but we let that be a second thought. Stop knowing that you need help and just go get you some help. Regardless of the fact where it doesn't matter, where it does matter where you go, because you want to get some good help. But you need a coach. You need somebody to help you develop into the person that you desire to be. One of the things, so how do we get past that? That's the job of the coach, to help motivate you to get you past those feelings. We have to be able to process those feelings and move past them. And people listening to this message may say, well, what does that have to do with your program? Well, we provide financial coaching. We help you get on your route to creating profit. We do that by helping you learn how to manage your resources, how to manage your money you have, how to create more money, how to develop the career of your desire so that you can be financially independent. Meaning you will be able to have a solid foundation to achieve any goal that you desire. I have another announcement besides the smell of poverty. If you are in the Temple, Texas area, there is a free, absolutely free class that I'm giving. In this class, it's the first step of getting control of your resources. So the class is called Maximizing Your Tax Refund Check, right? But it's more than just about your refund check. It's about coming up with a money management plan so that you don't have to wait once a year in order to buy the things that you want and you need to be able to shop throughout the year for the things you want and need. Now, I'm not saying go crazy, but a lot of times we need help, and sometimes we have help and we don't use it. Like I was watching, I'm about to end in less than 2 minutes. I was watching Wendy Williams, and she said that Tony Braxton had to file for bankruptcy again. So I was thinking like, and then of course she was giving her a little shade, and I'm like, how did she file for bankruptcy the third time? I'm like, I'm sure that she has people helping her. If she doesn't have a coach, if she doesn't have a financial planner or a financial advisor, she really needs to get one. Because, like I said, we were designed to stay connected to one another. We have to seek out those people who know how to handle things better than we do. Oh, good night. Thank you for staying so long. I know in Scotland it's late over there. I appreciate you coming. I'm about to end in less than 2 minutes. Thank you, Frazier. Anyway, so sometimes people get I can imagine in my head I believe that she probably did have help, but maybe she didn't listen to it. Because sometimes people get coaches and they don't listen to them. Then they get mad when things don't turn out the way that they wanted. See, because I just believe the things that you desire and you want, you have the ability to achieve it, but you need some strategy. You need planning. You need a team. And those of you who may already have a coach, sometimes that means that you need more than one coach because you have more than one area that you need help with. Because I don't care, you name a big person that's famous, or let me take that back. A big person that's famous and still able to financially sustain, meaning they got bucks, they got money. They have several advisors advising them on things, whether they can, like Oprah might sign her own checks, but she has a team of people that help her, team of coaches, and she may not even call them coaches, she may call them advisors. A team behind her helping her bounce ideas and figure out what's the best move for her business and her company. So another thing that I've done this week is I've reached out to a few people and I try to, help get them a boost by offering them a free session. So I'm going to offer you all a free session. If you would like a free session, a free financial coaching session, or a free career coaching session, go to bit.ly/R as in route, the number 2, V as in victory, free. And sign up today. That's R as in route, the number 2, V as in victory, free. And we will talk. So what excuse do you have now? All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for listening. Hi, my name is Jackie. I am the founder and director of Route to Victory. Route to Victory was created to help you learn how to effectively manage your money, how to eliminate your debt, and build self-reliance. If your list Periscope froze again. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all taking time in your day and listening to me. I apologize for being a little bit late. Anyway, have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. Hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.